What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Team News. So let me give a quick backstory before I get into the current content. Now, most of you are aware that K. Michelle was physically assaulted allegedly by her ex. Okay, he was also a manager slash helping her with her music and all of that. Okay, now this guy on the screen, he was also once married to Toya. Tamar Braxton used to be very close friends with Toya. They used to be friends and are no longer friends because Toya, one of the many businesses and things that she does, she's a writer. And the Real invited Toya on their program to promote her book and other things that she had going on in her life. Most of you are aware that Tamar Braxton allegedly got fired from the Real. So Tamar felt betrayed. As my real friend, as someone that I consider my sister, I am fully aware of the publicity, the free press, and everything your book was going to, basically get from you going on the Real. But as my friend and someone who I allegedly told what they did to me, you should have declined when they called you because you're supposed to have my back, okay? Now, she didn't just leave it there. She then went on social media posting about, Tiny, because Tiny used to be her best friend for years. And it's on the screen. These are all old stories. That's why I don't want to read it and take away from the current topic. I'm just giving you a backstory. But in this post, she then referred to Toya as paperback Toya, basically insinuating that Toya went to Tiny and told Tiny some lies that Toya said Tamar told her. And because of Toya, her almost 20 plus years relationship and friendship with Tiny was destroyed. So then Toya clapped back. Go ahead and read her post. All of this, like I said, is old. That's why I'm not reading it. I'm speeding through it, okay? Toya clapped back at Tamar and then basically revealed that Tamar was upset that she went on the Real, and then read the rest about, Tiny and her friendship and all of that. So imagine being a domestic violence survivor, then you went and trash another woman's story, all in the name of this friend and a husband, okay, now ex-husband, just for this friend to turn around and drag you like this. And the both of you are no longer friends. But when K. Michelle joined Love and Hip Hop, Toya and Tamar were still friends. So when K. Michelle joined Love and Hip Hop and explained her story of abuse, Tamar Braxton, who is also a survivor of domestic violence, went ahead and spoke against K. Michelle. Instead of her just staying out of it, I be around them all the time, them meaning Toya and her ex-husband, and he's not that type of guy. To be a woman who went through domestic violence yourself and to sit around calling another woman who's explaining and expressing what she went through a liar was just so disgusting and low of Tamar Braxton. Tamar Braxton, Rashida, and the list goes on and on. All of them coming for K. Michelle, calling her a liar, all because their friend at the time was married to someone, okay? Long story short, Toya and this man end up on marriage boot camp, and based on his behavior on camera in front of everybody, K. Michelle was vindicated because if he will behave that way on camera, imagine what Toya is going through. So this perfect, he's so peaceful, he will never do that. Man, that all of them were defending, all because they were friends with Toya. Well, they got to see his true colors on that show. He came within inches and very close of physically assaulting Toya. He didn't, but that's all we needed to know. Also, he and K. Michelle went to court, and based on things that he admitted to, all of that, K. Michelle was vindicated. Tamar Braxton never publicly apologized, never said, look, I shouldn't have put my mouth in their business. I was wrong. Nothing. Of course, that hurt K. Michelle. Fast forward, Legend Patti LaBelle wanted K. Michelle and Tamar Braxton both to perform with her. And K. Michelle was like, listen, I am not about to pass up on an opportunity to be on the same stage with legend Patti LaBelle because of some petty beef. I am going to go to that, performance. I am going to perform and I am going to play nice because I'm woman enough and mature enough to be in the same room with someone I don't rock with and act accordingly, okay? So all of that happened. It was like, okay, you know what? It looks like K. Michelle and Tamar Braxton, they pulled, their beef aside or whatever. Before all of that, you all remember, because of what I just explained, like Tamar Braxton to K. Michelle called her a Muppet. That had Tamar crying on the reel, asking Tamara, do I look like a Muppet and all of that. You all remember that. Okay.
You think you chewed me up when you called me a Muppet? You want to know the real story behind that? Story time! The person had called me that never saw me before. I'm sorry, I'm just saying this because that person really thought they ate calling me a Muppet. But the person who had called me that had never saw me before. And when they called me that, they had everybody, calling me, I'm Muppet, like a Muppet, Miss Piggy. And when I met that person, I swear to God, you can ask Auntie Patti that because she was right there. Now, the only reason why they had met me because my Auntie Patti had called me and told me, I don't think they knew that, Patti is like my aunt, like in real life. Like I met her, like the first time our families met was like, maybe, how was I, mommy? Like 11, 12 years old. Yeah, so it's like a long time. I'm 46, so if you can imagine, like, that's my aunt. You know what I'm saying? Zori's like my cousin. I just went to his 50th birthday party, like my real auntie. So the woman of the world come up to me and she go, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And I look, and it took, I ain't even gonna hold y'all, it took everything. That is the band side. The cup packages are up under booth. Some girls have to go this way. I just kind of ate with that story, just like you felt like you ate with that Muppet story. See what I'm saying? See why it don't bother me? Okay. Everybody back? Everybody up to par? Everybody up to speed? Okay.
Tamar, you didn't eat nothing. You're sitting there talking about how Patti LaBelle is your auntie and how long you've known her and all of that. And instead of her only calling you to give you that moment to perform with her, she wanted to hit the stage with you and K. Michelle. That's the part that's upsetting you. Why is she here, Auntie Patti? You've known me long enough. You're my real auntie, as she's trying to throw shade at K. Michelle. Why do I have to share this moment with you and K. Michelle? And you really told K. Michelle after saying, I'm going to be an adult. I'm going to be mature. She came at me. I clapped back, but I'm going to move on. So I'm going to see her, say hi, hi, beautiful, whatever. Let's go ahead and kill this stage and hug and move on like grown women. And that's exactly what she did. What did you expect her to do? Come to that event with a legend like Patti LaBelle giving her a chance of a lifetime and ruin it by going in on you? So actually, K. Michelle did the right thing. So you explaining this story doesn't change anything. You came for her, she clapped back, and she was mature enough to move on, see you, give you a hug, perform, can now move on and say, I was able to share the stage with legend Patti LaBelle. Thank you for the opportunity. And then that's it. Same thing with Beyoncé sending her flowers. You are just over here trying to pick on this woman for no reason when you started all of this. She was minding her business, didn't even know you, and in the name of your friend, you went after her. So the only thing you should be doing is say, I'm sorry, came short, and moving forward, and stop picking at this lady. So it's been a long history between these two. Speaking of Beyonce sending K Michelle flowers, everything started when Beyonce announced her country album and people brought K Michelle's name in a conversation. Beyonce released her album and had all of these other country artists on it, and K Michelle wasn't on it. People had an issue with it, was going in on Beyonce and all of that. And to clear the air and let Kim Michelle know, listen, I see you, keep doing your thing, all of that. And Kim Michelle wasn't even coming for Beyonce. She was minding her business, and people just put her in a conversation. Beyonce, like she normally does, sent Kim Michelle some flowers, letting her know, basically, I see you and keep doing your thing. So Tamar Braxton went and did an interview talking about Beyonce's new country album, the new doors she's opened for country music, the light she's now shining on country music, and the list goes on and on. So fast forward, Tamar Braxton is doing an interview recently, and she's just talking about, oh, you know how Beyonce, I'm summarizing, she's shined this new light on country music, and because of Beyonce, all of these amazing artists, especially black artists and country singers, are now being fun. The lights are being shined on them. And shout out to Beyonce. And she have all of these positive things to say about these country artists. She's bigging up this one guy, you know, he does country music and he's a black guy and he sounds amazing. She's listing other female country singers, black country singers, that she's here for. So everything is going good, everything is positive, and Tamar Braxton could have left it there and end her interview there, because you are in the space of being positive and just uplifting everyone. But this is where everything that she said positive went down the drain, because she ended that moment with, but there's a few people, or there's this one black country artist, I'm not going to say her name, that does not need to be singing in that genre. She doesn't sound good. It just turned from this positive moment to Tamar Braxton once again, because she can't help herself being negative, okay? Now, she did not say her name, but everyone assumed she was coming for K Michelle because of what she said, okay? That this black artist converted to country music. And people are like, well, K Michelle been doing R&B for a long time. Even though country music has been her roots, she said it for a long time, went to college, the Union Scholarship and all of that. All of us know that K Michelle passion, love, and everything's country music. She's made a few country songs here and there, and she's been working on her first country album for a while. So people were like, okay, now there she goes, throwing shade at K Michelle. So Tamar Braxton is like, oh, absolutely not. I don't have no problem saying names. I wasn't talking about K Michelle. But K Michelle was like, nah, girl, you're not about to throw this rock and hide your hands. So K Michelle went on Twitter, okay, and let Tamar Braxton have it. This person tweeted, K Michelle be minding her business, then here go Tamar running that mouth again. Tamar definitely picked at K Michelle this time, because she didn't have to throw that rock. She better leave that lady alone. This is the clip of the interview, but for copyright reasons, like I say, I cannot include it. But as you can see, I'm not making this up. She did do this right here. So K's first tweet was, imagine you keep playing with someone who's minding their business, then boom, they sick of you. One tweet and screenshot and it's over for you. How many times are you going to keep calling for something you can't handle upon its arrival? Huh? Now I'm going back into my place of slumber, peace, and positivity. I have some goals to accomplish, and I'm grateful for every blessing I'm receiving. I could go there, but I'm going back to minding my business and singing these songs. I've grown, I've healed, but I'm not weak. Leave me alone. I will turn the other cheek, but I'll slap yours first. What is wrong with her? So this person responded, Tamar's not talking about K. Michelle. We've been down that road before, and I'm sure Nita wants to revisit that. Tamar responded, I absolutely was not. I said a few artists. I paid homage to Beyoncé for bringing positive attention to country music. There are people who I don't address and don't mention. Shade to keep mess away. Where was all this chatter when my song went #1? I mind my business and go to work. Girl, yeah, you go. And so Tamar wrote, I wasn't speaking about you. I would have said your name. I was speaking of country black music that I have heard before that I didn't enjoy. I wish you the best on all your future endeavors. I only want to beef with the devil. The end. Hashtag moving on. So K. Michelle responded on the blog page. Y'all know wouldn't be saying anything. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's been going on for months now. Well, years. She's just very hurt acting out. It has to stop today. I don't speak on her about her. We just aren't in the same circle. I don't think of her. She continues to bring me up in some way, throw her shade, then play victim. I'm just not going to keep playing with her. It's played out, but she will not stop. I can overlook negativity all day, but don't keep poking at me, even at shows. I know everything you do and the fits you throw when I'm performing or asked. Everything. I don't say a word. I be quiet and sing. There's no reason for you to continue subs and jabs. It's like you have to be seen even if it's shading and negativity. Bitter Betty, live in your talent, not in your drama. Lesson I had to learn and worked out for me. I have a right to defend and be sick of your ish. I finally say in front of everyone, leave me alone, or else. I stand on that. You should try it. You're 9 whole years older than me. You should set an example of some sort. Now go play victim. And this person was trying to be funny. Tell me this. What's your favorite country song from K? Country Love. Just Like Jay. Tennessee. So there you go. You got your answer. Where you at? Where you at? So as if all of that wasn't enough, she then went on live again and brought Kandi in her mess. Another friendship that she ruined, okay? You all remember the story she told how Kandi and her husband attacked her and all of that. For those of you who missed that story, I have linked the videos I did on it in the description below. Of course, Kandi and her husband denied attacking her. A conversation did happen and they all talk, but there was no attacking Tamar. But for those of you who missed that story and all of the detailed videos and updates I did when that news broke, I have linked all of those videos in the description below. And while you're there clicking on those links on those videos, for those of you who missed it, you can also click on the other links like to my boutique website and continue to support my business. Thank you all for the love and support. And also there's a link there to subscribe to my YouTube members only, where you get behind the scenes videos of me, my house tour, cooking videos, and just having conversations and getting to know all of you.
Like I did with Kandi. You know what I'm saying? If I was talking about somebody, I would say their name. Like nobody gonna do not one thing to me, can't do anything to me. So if I'm talking about somebody in particular, I just call it out like I did with Kandi. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say somebody said, Kandi said that, I said it, took shit back. I said no. The husband did what he did to me. Both of them actually. And she can't sing. I said that. So why now do I need to backpedal and all of this victims? I'm not no fucking victim. I'm a fucking survivor. You know what the fuck I've been through, what I built? What? If I was talking about somebody, I would say their name. Like nobody gonna do not one thing. No, Kandi didn't catch it straight. What I'm saying is when I'm specifically talking to somebody, I don't have a problem saying their name because I'm not no punk ass bitch. I say what the fuck I want. Just like everybody say what they want to say, who they address and what they address. I do the same thing. I'm not a child. You know what I mean? I am not scared. You know, like if I said it about somebody, I would have said it and say their name. Because what are you going to do to me? Nothing. Not nothing. You know, and I don't fight, I don't do violence, I don't do none of that. You know what I mean? But my whole point of the matter is like, if I'm talking to specifically about somebody, I would say their name. And so where we getting this from? You know, rocks. What they say? I throw rocks and hide my hand. I say what it is. when do I stop? And who started that? Who started that? That's dumb. I said what I said. When I said it's not changing.
So there you have it. Just when you think Tamar Braxton is changing and staying out of the drama and the mess, she comes right back and start right back up. But anyways, I'm wishing all of you well and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.